My father taught me when I was a little boy that nothing is free. So let's see why free fitting and balancing offered by a lot of the tyre retailers is a scam. Now before I start this video, I am not paying out or ragging on legitimate businesses selling tyres like Jack's Tyres, like Goodyear Tyres, like Tyre Power, etc, etc. I understand why they're charging the money that they're charging. They've got huge workshops, they've got staff, they've got to pay staff, they've got to pay rent, they've got to pay electricity, they've got to pay rates, etc, etc. Okay, they've got a lot of expenses. So I can understand why they're charging the prices they're charging. But you also have to understand why I personally don't want to be part of that cycle. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be financing those people's businesses. It's not up to me. I need to look after myself and my own finances. Money is hard to come by. Now these days you can go online and buy your own tyres, and this is why I bought a tyre changing machine. And let's have a look at why this is a scam. I've got some tyres here that we'll be having a look at. All these tyres are brand new, and I will also tell you where they came from as we look at each one of the different tyres. Now a lot of research has gone into this video. I've made a lot of phone calls, and I have also bought 3 sets of tyres, 3 different tyres. Okay, one of them is sitting here and there's more tyres sitting behind that, and we will be taking a look at those in this video. And I've also made a lot of notes because there's a lot of numbers involved and I didn't want to make any mistake when filming this video. So let's have a look at the first tyre here. And this is for my XB Falcon ute, and this is the front tyres for that ute. The back tyres are wider, and we'll be having a look at that in a second. I ordered this on the Sunday night, and it got delivered to my front door Wednesday morning or mid-morning. So, you know, the weight is minimal. These guys are really good at delivering. Now the best price on this tyre I could find was from a website called Bits for Blokes, and they sell a lot of car tyres and car related stuff, and it's an online seller, I believe. I'm not sure if they've actually got a shop. Now I paid $129 for this tyre, as you see it here, and it is a 215/60/15 tyre. You can see it there. Before ordering this tyre, I make phone calls to all my local tyre places around, and they offer free fitting and balancing. So I rang around and I got quoted prices fitted and balanced for $179 for the cheapest baseline made in China tyre to $229 for something a little bit better, and that's fitted and balanced. Now I got this, which is sort of in between those two tyres. This is not the cheapest quality tyre. It's still a made in China tyre, and look, a lot of them are. Most of the tyres now are made in China or Thailand or Taiwan or wherever they come from. But let's have a look. If I paid $179 fitted and balanced for this tyre, that's a $50 markup on the tyre. Mind you, I pay retail for these. I don't get these wholesale like the tyre places would. So there's a $50 markup on the retail price of the tyre for fitting and balancing. So it's not free. Okay, they're charging you $50 to do it. It's just added into the price of $179 on a $129 tyre. Now if I went for the top quality tyre, which I was quoted $229 for, that's a $100 markup. Now the tyre would probably be a little bit more expensive, but they'd probably only pay about $130 for the tyre, and now they're whacking $100 on it for fitting and balancing. I've found, and you will see this as we get further into this video, the more expensive the tyre, the bigger the markup, the more money they charge for fitting and balancing, and the bigger the margin is that they make. Let's have a look at the next tyre and see how that one works out. Now this one is a more expensive tyre. It is wider and bigger, and it goes on the back of my Falcon Ute, and it's got a wider tread. Okay, this is a 265 50/15, which is a size that's a lot harder to come by, and they are also quite a bit more expensive than the smaller front tyre. So let's have a look at the pricing of this one. Now I paid for this tyre $160. Now when I rang around my local tyre places, they also didn't have this one in stock because it's a bit more of an unusual size that they wouldn't be selling many of. And many of them quoted me a few days to a week to get one of these tyres into stock. Now when I rang around, I got quoted $210 for the baseline tyre, the cheapest tyre available, which again is that $50 magic markup for fitting and balancing. Keep in mind, the price I paid is retail price. It's not wholesale price that the tyre places pay. Now for better quality tyre, I got quoted $407. $407. For something equivalent to this, which is an intermediate quality tyre, I got quoted around the $300 mark, fitted and balanced, which is a markup of $140 on this tyre. Now if you're going for the $407 fitted and balanced tyre, which is a little bit better than this one, I'd say, but look, it's nothing that would make any difference that you would even notice driving around the streets in your car, driving to and from work, driving down to the coffee shop, going to the shops. You're not going to know the difference. People say they do. I've been driving high performance cars for 35 years. You don't really notice the difference. Unless you got a really, really bad tyre, you don't really notice the difference. You don't notice the difference when a $300 tyre and a $400 tyre. Maybe on the racetrack you will. Not driving to the shops on your local streets within your speed limits. No. If I went for the top quality tyre at $407, that's a $247 markup on this tyre. Each tyre. Each one. So if I bought 4, that'll be close to $1,000. So by me fitting my own tyres, getting a set of these, I'm saving $1,000 on 4 tyres. $800 on 4 tyres, saving. Let's have a look at some 4-wheel drive mud tyres that I've ordered for one of our cars. I got these tyres, I ordered 4 of these. On Sunday night, they were delivered to my front door Tuesday morning by courier. I had these tyres at 10 AM sitting on my front door after ordering about 6 o'clock on Sunday night. These are a mud terrain tyre, also made in China. They've got really good 5-star reviews, so I don't anticipate having any problems with these. $128 each for these, $128 for mud terrain off-road tyre. So when I rang around all my local tyre shops, the cheapest tyre I could find in the same size, which is a 235 75/15, very popular size for off-road type cars, 4-wheel drives. The cheapest price I got for the cheapest tyre was $225, which is $97 more than this, which is sort of an intermediate quality tyre. So this is a better tyre than the one that the local guys were going to sell me for $225. So that's $97 per tyre. So straight off the bat, there's $400. If I'm going for the cheapest tyre, the absolute base bottom. Let's have a look at what the average price is of one of these. Or let's have a look at what the price is of the equivalent of what I've got here. Now an equivalent tyre up to this one is $270, which is a $142 markup for fitting and balancing. $142 per tyre. 600 bucks, just like that, gone. If you wanted to get something better, and again, I don't think you will know the difference driving it, you're looking at about $426 a tyre, which is a $298, let's just say $300 markup per tyre. $1,200 on top of what I paid. So by buying these tyres and fitting them myself, I have saved $1,200. Now, if you watched my other video, my tyre changing setup cost me $3,100 complete with everything. Tyre balancer and fitting machine. Fitting these 4 tyres that I've already bought, I've already fitted 3 of them. I've just saved this one to make the video, and once I finish this video I'm going to go and fit this tyre. So just by fitting these tyres myself, I've saved $1,200. Or if I'm going for an equivalent type tyre of this one, something that's the same as this basically, I've saved $800. Straight off the bat, $800.